Do you want to get an awesome AI bot on your website? Now, I'm not talking about one where you ask it a question or the customer asks it a question and then it says, this is the answer. What would you like to do next or whatever? It's literally a bot that talks to people in a human way on your website. It's super cheap at the moment and it is really, really easy to set up. What more could you possibly ask for? Let's get into it, shall we? Okay, hello everybody, here we are on the website of AppSumo. Now the reason I'm bringing attention to this is kind of a bit time sensitive in a way because as I said, it's super cheap at the moment, but it's obviously going to get more expensive, but I really think it's worth it anyway, so I'm letting you know about it now. I'll put the details of the deal in the comments below, and then I'll also put a link for the normal thing as well, so if you've missed the deal, which is a bit unfortunate because it's a great deal by all accounts, then it means that you can always go to the website itself, ChatBase, and pay per message or whatever is what they're going to do, I guess. So here's the thing on AppSumo. As I said, it's only got like 1 day left or something like that, so you've got to be super quick if you want this. But basically, it's a custom ChatGPT for your website. And I've been doing, some online selling and stuff like that, and I wanted to make it easier for my customers to be able to go there, answer the questions that they need answering, and get going on it, rather than me having to sit there for ages typing out the responses, etc, etc. And this is brilliant because one of the other things about it is that if you've got like a sensitive subject, in my case we're doing pictures for people, and sometimes people come to you and they've had a bereavement in the family or something and they want pictures done of that person, and they start off their thing with like their message to you, they start off, rather than saying oh, how much is this or whatever, they might start off with something really random, like telling you the story about the death of the person. And then if your chatbot then doesn't come back with a nice message, then it kind of puts them off straight away. And obviously chatbots at the moment are very they're not intuitive at all. They are literally just you type what you want them to say, and then when someone says a message, then that message pops up. Whereas what I found with this AI chatbot essentially is that because it's AI, it also reacts to what people say before it says them. So for instance, if somebody was to come in and say, look, my granddad's just died, for example, and I really want a nice picture of him when he was at my wedding, as an example, and then the chatbot won't just come back and say, please contact us, or this is this much money, or whatever. It will say, oh, I'm really sorry to hear about this. Let's see if we can do something for you to create that memory everlasting, or something along those lines. Just what I'm saying is that it's more human than the chatbots that are around. So therefore, I was so happy to find this and find this on the AppSumo deal. But as I said, it is very, very quick deal. It's going like tomorrow or something. So therefore, you've got to be quick if you want to get this. But anyway, let's show you what it's all about, shall we? So the first thing you need to know is how you need to install it in your website. Well, all you need to do is you need to go to the body of your website, and you just need to paste the code that they give you. So if we go into ChatBase now, this is the website for ChatBase itself. The cool thing is they've got the thing here. If you click on it, obviously you can see I've been asking some questions there. You can actually talk to them and you can get the answers to the questions you need as well. Now, one of the things about this that is kind of good, that is coming out with WhatsApp and Facebook soon. Now, it's not on at the moment, so if you're buying it specifically to be for WhatsApp or for Facebook or something like that, then you're barking up the wrong tree. This is specifically for your website, okay, until they bring out updates, which I don't know when they're going to bring out those updates, so I can't tell 100% sure. But anyway, so let's get into it, shall we? So this is ChatBase. Now, if we go into my chatbots, I've already bought the deal, and you can see here is my bot here. You can call it whatever you want, and then basically here you can see you can change the logo and all that. I'll show you how to do all that, and your bot is here. This is your bot, and it's all ready to go. Now, all you have to do is literally go into your settings. Now, I'm going to hide some of these settings because I'm not sure which ones are bad settings or not. But so this is the base prompt of what they give you, which is I want you to act as a document I'm having a conversation with. Your name is AI assistant. You'll provide me with the answers from the given info. If the answer is not included, say I'm not sure, contact, and I've put test@gmail.com to find out the answer, and stop after that. Refuse to answer any question not about the info that I give you. Never break character. In my case, I'm saying please talk in Spanish because it's a Spanish language thing, and in which case answer in English to the questions. That's if someone types in English. So you can do multi languages with this thing as well, which is absolutely absolutely brilliant. The model I'm using is ChatGPT 3.5 Turbo, but you can also use ChatGPT 4, but I believe it costs more message credits. So for instance, if you buy the 1,000 credits deal and then you have lots of people asking questions with ChatGPT 4, it actually costs you more credits, and this is due to the cost of the API that they're using. Obviously, they're essentially paying for the API, so you don't have to. You don't have to have a private account with ChatGPT or anything like that. You literally just sign up for this and you get it straight away. Your domains, you put in your domain that you want to have in there. You've got your rate limiting. This is to stop people from spamming you with messages. So therefore now it's set to 20 and 240 seconds. So that's actually quite a lot of messages anyway in 240 seconds. So you may want to change that depending on your preferences. You can collect the customer info if you want to. I've currently got this turned on, the name and email. That means that they can ask a question, you can answer the question, and then it will say, please give us your information. If you don't want that on because you don't want friction between you and the customer, then you can turn that off by simply clicking this button just here, and then that will turn that off, which is pretty cool. You can also collect their phone number if you want that for SMS messaging and all that kind of stuff as well. Now, in terms of the chat interface itself, you can see it just here. If you go to Hola, ¿en qué puedo ayudarte? That's because that's in Spanish. You got the suggested messages, so you could put in suggested messages there if you want to. And when you type in a suggested message, like let's just type it in English because that's easier, you see it pops up in the box just here. So that will be how much. So in Spanish, cuánto vale, or something along them lines. And then you've got your theme. You can choose it as light or dark. So there you go. That's different depending on your website yourself. I've got it chosen as light at the moment. Update your chatbot profile picture. Well, your profile picture is this thing up here. This is what I said. You can update as well. So there is that, so that's nice and easy to do. You've got the user message color. You can update it to any color you want, and if you want to have it to your theme, you can actually put in a code there as well, so that way it's a color that you have to theme your website if you want to do that. You've got the update of the chatbot icon as well. You can choose an icon. Now in my case, I just choose this. If you look here, there's an actual link which I'll show you in a second. You can go to the website. So let's go over to the website. Where's my website? There it is there. And you can see that I've got the AI bot. I've asked it a question there, and you can see the chat link here. If I go like that, you can see I've just left it as it is. Okay, so I haven't changed it at all. And they click on that, and it also asks them a question when they first go in as well. The align of the chat bubble, you can put it in the right, the center, or wherever you want to put it, left or right, basically. And show initial messages at startup. So basically, as soon as they go in, 3 seconds in this case is what it's set to. After it starts up on the website, it will pop up with how can I help you, and then that way it sort of signals to the thing. And as you scroll as well, just so you know, let's get out of this. Let's do a refresh and you'll see. So there you go. There's nothing there at the moment. 1, 2, 3, and then it will pop up. There you go. How can I help you? So that means it kind of draws attention to it. And also, not only that, if you scroll down, the chatbot stays where it is, you see. So therefore, it's pretty cool for that reason. Now, in terms of actually putting it on the website itself, if we go back to the top here, so you would save those changes or whatever you put in there. That's the cool thing about it. It's super easy to do. Then you've got your dashboard just here. Your dashboard is basically messages that you've received and what you're going to do. So you can actually answer back here if you want to as well, by you can actually see the messages, and you can see the leads that you've engaged in as well, and you can basically see what people are asking and all that kind of stuff. And then you can take their information, which will be coming up here. If you put in their email and all that sort of details, it actually comes up with the name and the information up here, and you can also export that as well, so that if you you wanted to have a conversation with those people at a later date, then you could as well. So that's pretty cool as well. You've got your managed sources here. Now this is your sources as in like the information that you want to send to the chatbot in order for it to know that information. So therefore I chose to use text, so I've got the text just there. And then if you go to the website, you can actually import your website, and it can crawl through your website and find the information. If you've got a frequently asked questions on there, for example, you can put all that information. In my case, I just went for text. It was nice and easy. You can also do Q&A, where you can put in a Q&A source as well to retrain your bot. And you've got like you know, you can basically just put in whatever you want. So the amount of information you've got, there is a limit to that information. I haven't hit that limit yet, but it depends on the one you buy as well, essentially. So therefore, based on what you need to add to the chatbot, then think about that before you're deciding on what deal you need to get, if you're going to go for the deal. If you're not in time for the deal, which is a very possibility, because I'm just putting this video out there to let you know about it, not really to know about the deal, and it just so happens the deal is available at the moment. But you know, this thing is absolutely brilliant anyway, so I think you're going to want to go to it. Go to the ChatBase. The link will be in the comments below to get your best deal or whatever, and you can go and find it straight away, and then you can sign up for their monthly package or whatever it is, because it's still going to be pretty cool. To embed on your website, all you got to do is literally copy that code, and that's it. That's all you got to do. And then once you copy that code, if you go into a Shopify, you have to go to your main liquid theme, and then you want to scroll all the way down until you get to the end where it says HTML body, and then just above that you want to paste in that information. Okay, and that's it. That's all you need to do to be able to get it on your website, and then you'll see it actually fills in just there at the bottom, so you can see it nice and clearly. Now, what else is there? You've got the embed on website, which is what we just talked about, and then you've got your share your chatbot. If you want to share your chatbot, you have to make it public, or you can make it private, but they won't be able to see the link, but you can do it private on your website as well. So it's kind of a bit confusing. You can also require a login for somebody to use your chatbot if you want to as well. So maybe you're in the testing phase, you want to send it to someone so they can see what it's like. You can require a login so that way they don't have to, or it doesn't have to go public straight away. But to be honest, you know, you can put it somewhere else on a different site or whatever, test it out, or you can actually test it out in the chat itself anyway. And then final page here is your delete chatbot, which obviously you're not going to want to go near by all accounts. In terms of the pricing, if we go up here, this is the different pricing plans that it's got. So if you haven't managed to get the AppSumo deal, which was, I believe, $29 for 1,000 messages, then and that was for a lifetime membership, by the way, then this one here is your next best bet. It's your hobby, which is 2,000 messages or credits per month. You get 5 chatbots, 200,000 character chatbot. So therefore, 2 million, not 300,000, 2 million characters chatbot. So basically you can input 2 million characters for it to learn the information. And as I said, depending on which one you want to use, then you will go up in tiers essentially. Embed on unlimited websites, upload multiple files, and API access as well. Incidentally, you do get API access with this ChatBase. So if you know how to use this to be able to set up a Zapier, it is compatible with Zapier as well, or Zapier, however you want to call it. So you can actually figure it out so that it will send a message to, or when someone sends a message to your messenger, for instance, it will convert it and send it to this chatbot, and then it will come up. But I haven't quite worked out how to get it to actually answer yet. So therefore, you know, I've asked Zapier about it, and I've asked Chatbot, and they're still coming back to me. So, or ChatBase, they're still coming back to me. So I've got to wait for that information. And in the meantime, I found another one that's actually compatible with Messenger and WhatsApp. But I'll be honest, it's great. It's called Support Board. Again, it's on AppSumo, so I'll leave the details in the comments below. I will do a full video on that as soon as I've got it all configured, because the thing is that it's not as easy as this. The good thing about this, if you just want something to go on your website and have a chat system, then it's brilliant. You just whack it on your website. Support Board is very complicated, or a lot more complicated than this for sure. So therefore you need to have, you need to go in, you need to make apps in Facebook, in WhatsApp, and all that kind of stuff, and then you have to put them in the Support Board thing, and some of the documentation is a little bit outdated, so it doesn't quite work as it should do, so you have to go back and forth with their support itself, and it's a bit of a nightmare. But I'm going to make a full video on that when I get my Support Board sorted out, and they are also going to be introducing ChatGPT as well. At the moment they haven't got ChatGPT in it, but they will be introducing that in the next few days or few weeks or whatever. So therefore watch out for the video for Support Board. But for now, if you want something on your website that's super cheap at the moment because of the deal, and even after the deal still pretty good, then make sure to visit ChatBase and get yourself your very own AI bot. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye for now.